Welcome back to another daily LeetCode breakdown. Today we are looking at a really fun and straightforward problem called Separate the Digits in an Array. As always, I try to respond to everyone, so if you get stuck at any point today, just drop a comment below and I'll help you out. Here is the official problem page, but let's break down exactly what it's asking us to do with some clear visuals. We are given a starting list of positive whole numbers, like 13, 25, 83, and 77. Our main goal is to take each of those big numbers and rip them apart into their individual, single digits. And then, we just throw all of those separated digits into one massive flat list to return as our answer. The only real catch here is that the order matters. The digits have to stay in the exact same left-to-right sequence as they appeared in the original numbers. So what about edge cases? Is there anything weird we need to watch out for? Well, the problem constraints tell us that all the numbers in our list are guaranteed to be positive, starting from 1. This is great news, because it means we don't have to write extra code to handle negative signs or worry about numbers that start with 0. Let's jump into our first way of solving this, which is just simulating exactly what the problem describes. But wait, how do we actually pull a digit off a number in code? The classic trick is to use modulo 10, which gives us the remainder when dividing by 10. This effectively grabs the very last digit. Once we have that last digit, we chop it off the original number by doing a floor division by 10. But notice a small issue. Pulling the last digit first means we get the digits in reverse order. To fix this, we'll store those digits in a tiny temporary list, flip that list around, and then stick it onto the end of our final answer. Here is what the complete Python code looks like for this simulation approach. Let's break it down piece by piece. First, we set up an empty list called res, short for result, where we will put all our final digits. Then, we start looping through every single number in our starting list. For each number, we make a fresh empty list called temp. While our current number still has digits left, we grab the last one using modulo 10, add it to temp, and then chop that digit off by dividing by 10. After a number is completely broken down, we reverse our temp list using slicing and extend our main result list with it. Finally, we return the result. To make this crystal clear, let's trace just one number, 13, through our loop. On the first pass, modulo 10 of 13 gives us 3. We put that 3 into our temp array. We divide 13 by 10, leaving us with 1. Modulo 10 of 1 is 1. We add that to our temp array. Now our number is 0, so the loop stops. Our temp array holds 3, then 1. We reverse that temp array, so it reads 1, then 3, and attach it to our main result list. Perfect. So how fast is this? The time complexity is big O of n log m. In this case, n is the total amount of numbers in our starting list, and log m roughly represents the number of digits inside the absolute largest number we have to process. The space complexity is order log m. Say log m because we need a little bit of extra memory to hold that temporary list of digits for whichever number happens to be the longest. Okay, that was great, but can we avoid creating and reversing that temporary list every single time? Yes, we can, using reverse traversal. The brilliant idea here is to start at the very end of our input list and walk backward to the front. Why do this? Because peeling digits with modulo 10 naturally gives them to us from right to left. By processing the whole list backward, we can just throw those right to left digits straight into our final answer without needing a temporary list at all. The only catch is that our entire final list will be completely backward. So we just run one big reverse operation on it at the very end to fix the order. Here is the code for the reverse traversal approach. It's actually a bit cleaner. Notice the loop. We use range to start at the last index, go down to 0, and step by -1. We grab the number at that current position. The digit extraction is exactly the same, but look closely. We are appending the digits directly into res, our main list. No temporary list here. Because we did everything backwards, we simply call reverse on our entire result list once the big loop finishes, and return it. For this second approach, the time complexity remains the same, big O of n log m. But look at the space complexity. It drops down to order 1, which is constant space. This is because we don't count the memory required for the final answer list, and since we completely got rid of that temporary array, we use almost 0 extra memory. So what are the big lessons we should take away from this specific problem? First, whenever a problem asks you to inspect individual digits of a number, modulo 10 and integer division by 10 should be the first tools you reach for. Second, if you're building a sequence, and the order is getting tangled, try walking through your input completely backward. It often saves you from needing extra memory. Quick break from the coding. You can probably tell I'm using an AI voice, and I just wanted to share why. I actually set up this AI system for myself, so I could generate clear, step-by-step explanations the very second a daily challenge is posted. It helps me study a lot faster, and I decided to upload them all here in case they can help you speed up your studying too. You've probably noticed this super fast sentence-by-sentence slide format I'm trying out today. Please let me know down in the comments if you prefer this fast-paced style or if it's jumping around a bit too much. Feedback is super helpful. Also, I'm currently on a wild mission to post a video explanation for literally every single problem on LeetCode on my other channel, LeetCode Unlocked. If you want to grab the exact code I showed today without having to pause and type it all out, I've got you covered. Just click the LeetCode Unlocked link in the description. It has all the code from this video ready to copy and paste. As promised, for those of you not using Python, here are the full solutions in a few other popular languages. First up, here is the full solution written in Java, using the more efficient reverse traversal method. Next, here is how you would write that exact same optimal approach using C++. And finally, here is the complete code for JavaScript. If this helped you out today, please make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you can get your streak done early tomorrow. And if you want to support my goal of covering every single LeetCode problem, consider buying me a boba at the link on screen. Keep coding, and I'll catch you in the next one.